Hello. In this video, we are going over Utthita Parsvakonasana and Utthita Parivrtta Parsvakonasana, or side angle pose and revolved side angle pose. And just like Utthita Trikonasana, which comes before this, there's two sides for each. And this is the Ashtanga Yoga standing sequence. If you're new here, there is a very specific sequence in Ashtanga Yoga. So go back, watch some of the older videos. This comes after Utthita Trikonasana. So, like always, I am just going to show you what this looks like, and then we'll break it down breath by breath, drishti, all of the little pieces, and I'll give you some modifications as well. All right, so again, this comes right after Utthita Trikonasana. A and B. We end, as always, there in Samastitihi, so we begin in Samastitihi for this. All right, so let's break that down together. So again, we start in Samastitihi, and just like Trikonasana, we're going to open up to the right side. So opening our body like over the right shoulder. So this becomes the front again. The stance here is a little wider than Trikonasana. So when you step or jump, it's going to be a little bit wider than triangle pose. Okay, so that's our inhale. As always, we're going to inhale. Still, the right toes are going to go towards the back. And then on our exhale, we lean in, really lunge into the right leg, bringing the right hand to the outside of the right foot. So really lining your hand and your foot up pretty equally. Sitting deep in that right leg. Straight left leg. And then you're going to reach over. Let me get in the camera. Reach overhead. Arm is straight up. You're going to turn your neck a lot and look up at the left fingertips. Then you're going to engage your core. Come back up to the center. Turn the left toes out and then exhale. Really sink into that left leg. Get that lunge. Bring your left arm to the outside of the left leg. Straight right leg. Toes are kind of turned. And then reach that right arm overhead. Turning, looking up at the right fingertips. We really are looking to get our serratus really stretched here. Okay, so this whole side, we want a big stretch. After 5 breaths, again, you're gonna push into your bent knee leg. Push into that foot and that arm. Engage your core. Stand up. Arms are straight. If that's a lot for you, you can always try using a block here. open up wide. Turn that foot out. Bring your arm to the block. Arm over. If that still feels like a lot, for now, you can lower your leg down. Use that block. Or maybe the bent or the knee on the ground makes it easier for you to get your hand to the ground and stretch overhead. Now to stand up from this, you have to curl your toes under to get back your foot on the mat, and then inhale, come up. And then same with the other side. If you want to use that block, set it up on the outside of the foot so that it's ready for your hand when you get there. Then after 5 breaths, turn the toes out to get your foot back on the mat. Inhale, up to center. So again, with all of these things, figure out what is the best for you and what you're going to do in the sequence. And then as you practice a little more, try and push yourself to maybe not using the block or having your knee lifted the whole time. The thing about Ashtanga, right, is that it's these perfectly set asanas. And when you are consistent in your practice, right, slowly some of these like internal channels are going to open up and the full expression of the pose will slowly become more available to you. But you always have to kind of push yourself a little bit. But for now, just see where you're at and go with that. Okay. So we're still on A here. After 5 breaths, right, we inhale, straight arms, straight legs. Both feet are pointing to the front. Then we're still in our inhale. Again, just like in Trikonasana, now we're going to turn the right toes out and we're going to twist our hips to the back of the mat. This time, we're going to twist, twist, twist. So really twisting, like bringing your left shoulder towards like the right corner of the mat. Twist, twist, twist. And then I like bring kind of like my belly onto my right leg. And then exhale, and I'm going to bring the left hand to the outside of the right foot and really sink into that knee. And then bring the right arm overhead, looking at the right fingertips, turning your neck a lot. And then after 5 breaths on the exhale, you're going to turn your head to look at your foot. And then inhale, pushing up to center. If that's a lot, you can still turn your toes out, still turn your hips, but you can bring your hands into prayer mode with your elbows out. And you can bring your left elbow to your right knee and rest here. Looking over the left shoulder as much as you can to get a nice twist in your neck. And when you come out of this, if that is still a lot for you, you can kind of do what we did in A. So still turning, twisting, but you can bring your knee to the ground and still twist, bringing that elbow to the knee. Look over the left shoulder. If you do this, you're going to have to like bring your hands to the ground, bring that foot back up, and then inhale up. Okay? So then we just do that on the other side. So we're inhaling up, twisting the left toes, twisting our body and our hips to the front of the mat. And again, now we're going to bring the right hand to the outside of the left foot, right? Twist, twist, twist.
Sink into that leg. Bring the left hand over your head. Twist your neck, look at the left fingertips for 5. Or twist that way, or bring your knee down. After the 5th breath, we're going to exhale, look at the foot. Inhale to center. Exhale, Samastitihi. So a lot to kind of work with there and kind of like play around with. See again what works the best for you. Try the full expression first. This would be my suggestion. Try the full expression. Try it a couple of times. And if it's just really, really, really difficult for you, and you just can't do it or doesn't feel good to do it, then try some of the modifications. But don't forget to kind of check back in with yourself after maybe like a couple weeks of practicing and see how much more you can do. But just never push yourself, right? Like know your limits, but don't be afraid to try to push yourself a little bit. But that's Utthita Parsvakonasana and Utthita Parivrtta Parsvakonasana.